Welcome back to day 3. Welcome to Group C winner bracket final with two guys that we expected a little later on to face each other, but now they are here and both with upsets. Colorful defeating Focus 2-1. Nobody really thought that. LawLiet defeating TH once again 2-1. Nobody really expected that. We had a straw poll up before this tournament, and 90% were sure that TH would advance into the playoffs. Still can happen, but that shows you how much of a favorite he was in this group. And yeah, LawLiet proved them all wrong so far.
Yeah, and what an awesome series, man. That was so much fun. I hope the games keep on being as entertaining. Now, many of you I know will be groaning at the next matchup, Night of Mirror. But don't fret, guys. It's not as bad as you may remember from the Jera Cup days of old. It's not going to be Bear Mirror. This is Asia. It's going to be a lot more about talents, maybe about archer pushes. But it is going to be a best of 3 Night of Mirror between LawLiet and Colorful. The big favorite here again has to be LawLiet. You said earlier, however, Colorful, that matchup against Orc, that is a strong matchup of his. How's he looking in the mirror?
He's also very good against Undead. In Mirror, he's about 50%, rather worse than that. Talked to LawLiet and he said, oh, no, he's really good. He's really good. Maybe I should switch human. But he's not doing that. Colorful statistic versus LawLiet is 7-17 in the past 3 years. So that definitely speaks in favor of LawLiet, who is not that bad in Mirror after all. LawLiet bans Last Refuge, Colorful bans Twisted, so not the biggest map here that we have. And we start on Ancient Isles, which is has definitely potential for some cheese. Has some narrow positions where you can play with talents, but I would suggest this is our bear map. This is the bear map, but we will see if that goes on. Colorful, is he nervous now? That is by with the exception of WCA semifinal, the biggest stage he's ever been on, the best result that he's ever achieved so far. Still a possibility for him to drop in the group stage, so he has nothing accomplished yet. He knows that the lower bracket is super strong. He knows it's very likely that TH will beat Focus. So this is his shot to go into playoffs.
Yeah. I could see him being a little nervous here, as you say, if he drops to the lower bracket. TH will probably be waiting for him there, or he'll be waiting. And what's the chances of him beating TH? Not so sure about that one. So this may be his best chance. We oftentimes say, mirror matches, they can come down to item drops. Certainly if you are playing the similar strategy. That might be Talon Mirror or Bear Mirror. Or is this gonna be a nice mix between the two sides? That's always the most interesting. We go into AI, our first map. Let's go. China versus Korea.
Colorful in blue in the north. LawLiet as the red player in the south. LawLiet's Night Elf versus Night Elf is pretty okay. He has very good stats versus Colorful, Moon, and Foggy. Only loses to Life a lot, though. But in general, 60% win rate versus Night Elf, that's pretty good. In this tournaments this year, he never dropped to a Night Elf, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, rather orcs or some humans. So, yeah, that speaks for LawLiet. But we've seen 2 upsets today. Will it be the third one? It would be massive for Hong Yun-Lei Colorful, who is just a replacement player. We have to keep on mentioning this.
Yeah, would be such a massive surprise if he comes out of this group, where certainly he was expected to finish last with no chance. So, Demon Hunter, standard play. So far, this is what we see almost all of the time. There are players who will mix this up, who will throw in a Potom and go for Huntresses backed up by an expansion. Moon, maybe Foggy. These two, though, probably not going to be the case in this best of 3.
Very unlikely. So, like in Night of Mirror, everything can happen. Very big are the 2 dragons at the upper right and the bottom left. So, if there's a Vamp Aura, that's a massive advantage for one of those players. So, you have to snipe them quite early and absolutely make sure that your opponent doesn't get both of them.
I like the creep out here in the middle from LawLiet. claws for him. What's this? Ah, that's the time, right? 7 o'clock? No, what does that mean?
Nobody sees that except you. So, I don't know. It's from the TV. Don't mention it. Yeah, LawLiet is going for the middle for a guaranteed level 2, saving the safe spot right next to his base for later. Starts off with a Ring of Protection for trades in the early. That can be nice, but there's another ring for Colorful, who many fans or guys in China here call stupid, and they make fun of him about his intelligence. Because I think the only reason is because he had to, like, repeat one class in school or something. Like,
that's pretty mean.
This is how harsh the community is in China.
So level 2 will be acquired here by Colorful Tech at pretty much exactly the same time. What we have to keep an eye out for is the archer count. If it goes above 5, then has to be something other than bears. Unless this is a very weird build that we're not familiar with. Level 2 now for LawLiet as well. Circle is probably going to be purchased to make these Demon Hunters more beefy, better in the trades. And yeah, they meet in the middle.
So this map, you can play Ancient of Wind proxy at the tavern and then do a super hard push. Very unlikely though. Also LawLiet is a big bear player. There are 2 laboratories here, and like Zeppelin drops into the base is LawLiet's specialty in Night Elf Mirror. So Colorful certainly has to be prepared for that and has to know about this. LawLiet losing a lot here. Ooh, the Korean playing with fire.
This could be an archer dying, which is actually fairly impactful unless there's a block, which there will be, but this will be more moon juice forced. Already healing up the demon is going to be difficult. May not have anything left for the archers, so the first little trade goes towards Colorful. Gonna get more items at the shop. The circlet and the dust. No boots for him. And right about now is time, yep, for the Hunter Soul. LawLiet sees it. Colorful has it. What about the Korean? Is he going for the bears himself?
Yes, there we have it. I think none of the Hunter's Halls are late. So the next question is, what's the second hero of both players? Keeper of the Grove, stronger in the late game, good for pickups early. Naga, very strong in the early mid game and then falls off. Always good right clicks, but you know, not too much control. Of course, Frost Arrow is there, but of course you have more control with an Antangle that binds you to one spot than a slow. And no thorns around her.
Yeah, LawLiet used to play the Naga almost exclusively. I think he has moved away from that more so. So tier 2 is going to be done soon, especially with both players here being in the middle. He's going to be very tempted to go for the Naga. The one archer here does survive for him. It is Naga for Colorful, and Naga responds by LawLiet. Once again, his demon is the one to drop low first. Who's going to be luckier with the evasion? Both are forced to retreat. It's going to be a TP here.
Looks like it. He switches the focus to the Naga. Most of the time when both players buy a Naga, one of them dies, but the Korean is retreating and the Chinese is not falling for that trap. But good map control for Colorful. Now he won both of the first engagements with the low Demon Hunter that cost a lot of moon juice for LawLiet. Tier 3 rushed before the first lore, and here the lores are a little late as it seems. Macro slipping. Okay, no, there's the lore, but the tech is later then.
Alright. In the middle now, the Naga gets close to level 2, but doesn't want to solo creep this. Level 3 demon, way too important. Also, the red cam drops here. Can be a big deal.
We've seen on this map very good positions for heal wards. If you push into the main, there's a cliff and you can position it there. Sorry. So very hard to kill. But so far, no healing wards. Ankh of Reincarnation can be nice. You can hit the Demon Hunter, or you can allow a lot more punishment on the Demon Hunter.
Look at the blocks here. He doesn't allow him the second agent of lore.
Tiny tricks by LawLiet, but that bought him quite a few seconds here, but on the cost of a town portal.
And an archer as well. And losing a TP not always gonna make a difference, because you may not need it throughout the rest of the game. But if you don't have one and your opponent knows it, bear drops are a massive danger.
Yes. So Colorful gets the spot that usually belongs to LawLiet, and then he can just go up and creep the rest, maybe, with a good Demon Hunter, with the first bear coming soonish, with Reju. And this is Rune Bracers, one for the shop, reduces spell damage, but since there are no spells except Fork Lightning, he will sell it.
And LawLiet here, he can creep with his Ancient of War. That means he's going to be taking a lot less damage, and that's a very fortunate thing because his Demon Hunter is very low HP. His Moon Juice is completely dry, and it's just turning daytime. That is quite the issue. I like that he keeps the Ankh here. It's too dangerous to lose his hero, especially with the TP being gone.
Yeah, not rebuying it. He has 500 gold now. Tier 3 should be finished soon. Of course, he needs the Orb as well, so quite a lot of investments coming at the beginning of Tier 3.
So Colorful knows that if he creeps the left side of the map, he's giving up too much to his opponent, with more camps being available still there. So he's going to contest for the top right. The first Zeppelin is already there.
Yeah, he stole it. That's nice. He sees it now and takes a few hits, but still okay. But now Colorful knows, and Colorful has to play accordingly to it. That means more passive, and that gives LawLiet the time to kill this dragon. And his item is Zombie Mask for the Naga. Okay, but that won't change the outcome of the game. On this side, Book of the Dead. Well, if there's a Wisp nearby, has no impact. If not, can change a lot.
Absolutely. And he gets a level 3. Both demons are on level 3 now. Ancient Isles, the way we've seen a lot in the past. A lot of creeping. Both players leave each other alone after a while. LawLiet now can still go for his Ogre camp here, which he still has from the beginning, which he didn't take as he was creeping in the middle. And then maybe towards the gold mine, towards the left side of the map. There we still have 2 fairly big camps remaining. Maybe there we're going to have the clash. Because if one of these players should get the grab of both those camps, that's a decent advantage.
Okay, yeah, this is what Ancient Isles is known for. A lot of creeping early, not too many engagements. LawLiet actually a lot of archers still. Could use them as little map hacks across the map during nighttime to see where Colorful is moving. But they separate the base in the middle, so both players get a decent shot of experience.
Speaking of little map hacks, that's how he's using the Zeppelin, and I really like it. He has very good vision of what his opponent is doing, and he's only going to need it in his army once there's a fight, and he knows that there's not going to be a fight for a while. I think that's a really, really smart usage of that neutral unit.
Yes.
Costs quite a bit of gold, 240, but both players did make it to 50 supply, or at least close to it. Are they going to start denying their archers already? Not yet.
Okay, so LawLiet gets his own shop as well. Could be time for a town portal now. Gets watch awards. Okay.
So 4 bears for LawLiet, and they are morphing into Master. No Roar on his side. I don't think he has Mark of the Claw already. There is Roar on Colorful side, and normally you cannot win against Roar without Roar.
Except if you're Rudin and have some hacks for Night Elf Mirror. Mark of the Claw must finish any second, otherwise LawLiet wouldn't be in that position. He has Wisps, that's really good.
Yeah, that's cool. So he can get rid of that Roar, perhaps. On the high ground, Colorful's waiting. Of course, LawLiet does not want to follow him up there. Only 3 bears, though, for Colorful, right? He has 1 more Dryad,
yeah,
which normally isn't the perfect usage. Against a Keeper, you do want 2 Dryads, so you have a second one if the first one dies, so get rid of the Entangle. But I don't know if you need 2 against Naga.
Upgrades coming. Attack first. Of course, if there's no Keeper, the attack upgrades make more sense. More bears for Colorful. He's breaking upkeep already. That means a little bit more gold for LawLiet at this point. Colorful gets the item, though. Invo Potion. No, Protection Scroll even. Against the Wisps. He most likely doesn't know that they're there.
Probably the Scroll of Healing is already gone, so he wants to get something from the shop. Does he really want to fight so close to his opponent's main? He has the mana advantage here, so he can use another mana burn onto the opposing Naga if he gets in range. LawLiet shouldn't have one anymore. Posturing here in the middle. Colorful is going into upkeep. If LawLiet sees this, he should definitely retreat to the safety of his Moonwells.
A lot of stuff is still in production for Colorful, so I think the timing is still okay-ish. Hunter poking a little, getting some info. Most likely scouting the inventory.
And now both demons dry. So the second heroes won't get burned, so this Zombie Mask could be pretty nice.
Heal Scroll from the Naga. Wonder if LawLiet has one as well. He invests a lot and breaks upkeep now.
Alright, he's back to his Moonwells. This is not a fight that you want to take in your opponent's base with Moonwell support. There's not an overwhelming amount of Moon Juice, but a decent amount. LawLiet sees him coming with a sentry ward and is gonna fight into the space. An Ancient of
With
War
an
is even
Ancient of
here.
War, yeah, yeah.
Is that the greatest idea?
I'd love to see the inventory of LawLiet. Lots of vision here.
Oh,
like
that's so smart!
Yeah, usually the Wisp can get shot by the Naga with the Fork Lightning, but saving them into the Zeppelin and drop them then in the back line is really cool by LawLiet. Super Well's coming, so more mana regen and more mana in general on them. And here we have our first fight, as it seems.
First Fork Lightning doesn't hit too well, but LawLiet is busy running away, so he is giving up a couple of shots for free. Slow on the Zeppelin, stabs him out early so he doesn't take too much damage.
Colorful actually in a better position here. A lot more bears so far, but now will they come out of production? Reju being used on both of them. Colorful has no dispel, as it seems, except the one single target dispels from the Dryads.
Nobody wants to give up a... Yeah, find himself in a bad position, fight at a disadvantage. This is as Mirror gets, pretty much.
Still the archers there for both players, actually. They feel they're under so much pressure. Like, if a fight breaks out and you didn't replenish or reproduce bears after killing the archers, that would cost them the fight.
Yeah, I guess they felt around 50. There might be a fight brewing, so they didn't want to kill him off and go into bears. Suffer at a disadvantage for a little while. So Colorful still with the aggressive stance. Is he finally going to commit to the battle? Is LawLiet going to take the fight? It looks like yes. Where are the Wisps? Here they come.
Just saving the Naga, and the Zeppelin is too hurt and crashes. That's bad. Everything is hurt now. Naga's still under pressure, using the heal scroll early. Scroll of protection being used. Where are the Wisps? He can't dispel it. Okay, they did up front, so only the archers protected. Who's winning the bear fight? Looks like Colorful single-handedly.
Here come the Wisps finally. The detonator was pretty late though. Demon, yeah, dropping low. Has the invul running. Moonwells are still there. He's going to be able to heal up more with them, but bears are dropping very quickly in number. Naga now in trouble, copying a lot of damage. LawLiet not paying attention. Book of the Dead coming in now. There's no Wisps at the moment. Scroll of Healing number 2 from the Korean being used. Mass Dispel from the Dryad gets rid of a couple of these. The Demon, LawLiet dropping low. Is there a staff for him? Level up. Can that save him? Moon Juice once again, just a little bit. Barely enough to save that first hero.
Oh, LawLiet holds this despite the Book of the Dead. He's still slowing the Demon Hunter. The sheep is helping, actually, but the Dryads are there and the staff to save the day. I thought the Chinese has it here with a very good start into this fight, but then kind of dropped. More experience on this one. Did he deny it?
I don't believe so.
Now easy damage on this Adept Bear. LawLiet has to retreat as Colorful is pushing again. 49 supply versus 49. Only level 3 on Colorful's Demon Hunter, though. LawLiet is way tankier.
Alright, so what's the armies consisting of at the end of this fight? 2 archers remaining for LawLiet. I think it's 3 archers for Colorful. So at 50, LawLiet should be stronger, especially with that level 4 demon. But now, the last big camp goes to the Chinese player. That is going to be level 4 and possibly a good item. Boots of Speed. For once, I will say it's not amazing.
I will mark that day red in my calendar, Remo. It is quite tanky, but it's not a special Demon Hunter at all. Naga's level 3 for level 2 Fork Lightning, that's nice, but on the other side we have the same double staff on the Naga, actually, which is not the best thing, because they share a cooldown.
Is he gonna realize to give it over? Yeah, there we go.
And the heal scroll is there as well. More damage, level up for the Naga afterwards. Level 4. Would love to see the upgrades now.
Now that they're both at 50, probably lots more upgrades coming in. Here's the second attack upgrade for Colorful.
Yeah.
And he's breaking really early once again. Does he fear an attack coming his way? LawLiet's patiently sitting at 50 only. He's at 1-2. Must be another attack upgrade on its way for him. Unless he detonated a lot of Wisps, so maybe he doesn't really have the number for that anymore.
That's true. He sacrificed quite a few of them. And this fight was in his base. Who will be more patient now? There's nothing really to do on the map anymore, except get some items, but there's 2 shops, so they won't contest for that. Third defense upgrade.
Yeah. Did he already get the second attack? Because that would be weird if he goes for
1-3.
defense over the second attack, especially when there's no keeper involved. Ancient of War going to be helping out Colorful as well, same as it did LawLiet just a couple of minutes ago.
LawLiet is again, Colorful is again breaking upkeep. LawLiet is following now, right?
No, he's still at 50. I think he just wanted to trigger the upkeep out of his opponent. But actually that had already happened before that, so LawLiet retreats. Economic advantage is with him. He just needs to make sure not to invest too late into upkeep so he doesn't get run over, even with the help of his Moonwells. TP for the Naga, making his way towards the lab. I think I know what's coming.
Oh yeah. Drop the bears. Without the Demon Hunter though. Maybe the Demon is distracting.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, he's trying to lure him out of the base. Invis? Okay, he sees, ah, damn, maybe I don't drop because there's so much stuff in that base.
Colorful's got a big army, dude. 65 supply.
Yeah.
64.
Okay, but it's cool that he used it. Oh,
wow.
Revealed! Is he dropping now? Okay, he's going for the Entangled Goldmine. Very hard to reach, but there is a bit of range in Colorful's army. Of course, the bears, most of them will be blocked. And Colorful lost a lot of gold to upkeep, and now losing his Entangled Goldmine, giving LawLiet quite a big advantage economy-wise.
Okay, does he have to use the TP here, or can he just fly away? Fly away it is.
Wasn't that like a song of the 90s? Fly away? I don't know. Got something in my head, but...
Are you a 90s kid, Neo?
No, I'm
Do only you remember? Still, that was a very nice tactical move there by LawLiet. This can be responded to with a Zeppelin of your own. You have it standing there, your ranged units can shoot at it. And I think he's going for that right now. Yeah, there it is.
LawLiet has 3 ranged units at home, so he knows, and he sees the Zeppelin now. So he knows exactly what's going on. So once Colorful leaves the base, he will see that and then drop again.
So when's LawLiet going into upkeep? Is he doing that crazy chimp transition again, which we saw once?
I was thinking about it, but yeah, so unlikely. Fork Lightning, escape, noise.
Killed 2 wisps with that. Didn't lose anything.
Lenny Kravitz, exactly. Thanks. That was the song I was thinking about. Do you know Lenny Kravitz?
Yeah, I think he's a talk show host, right? So, is this time to TP out now for LawLiet, or can he be more annoying with the Zeppelin? Trying to find some pickoffs, perhaps? That's not gonna happen. Oh, I always fear for these moments, man, when there's fire above the trees! God damn it, dude. We've seen that go wrong before.
Yep, Hindenburg style. There is an Engine of Wind, by the way, in Colorful Space, so this will be over soon. And he realizes that going for the Entangled Goldmine again, this might be his last shot at it, and he buys so much time. 1,300 gold, and now TP out.
Yeah.
Must be a TP out.
Please don't load up. Alright. Trying
Maybe
to do it with the one
there.
bear. Dude, he's doing this so well!
Oh, Demon
the
Hunter
4
is
bears
surrounded,
around!
He opens it up again.
He opens it up. Why does he open it up? That should have been a kill, shouldn't it?
I don't know how long the invul lasted, but the bear was already hurt.
The one bear got into adept training, though. He could have reviewed the other one. I'm pretty sure that was a kill. Big opportunity missed by Colorful.
And he lost his Entangled Goldmine twice. He was in upkeep the entire time. LawLiet is breaking now.
Wait a minute. How is Colorful down to 55 supply? He was at 64 earlier.
Maybe you're wearing the wrong contact lenses?
No, he was at 64, dude. I'm sure.
Maybe he cancelled 2 bears or something?
He definitely lost a whole bunch of wisps. Maybe some other stuff as well. Really, really precise, smart play by LawLiet. Not just going for the brute force, you know. Bear versus bear mirror. Let's see who wins the first big fight.
Yeah, I think this situation now is very good for LawLiet, since he's the way more experienced player in situations like this. 1,700 gold still remaining for Colorful.
Oh my god, dude, he actually had no more wisps. Did you see that?
1, right?
He had 1 maximum. So LawLiet actually killed all of those wisps. It was actually 10 supply of wisps he got rid of almost. Crazy. Absolutely crazy sauce now.
So he's responding now with a drop of his own, but LawLiet is in no need of leaving his Tree of Eternity. Of course, the tree is moving over. He's going to protect that one with every single unit. There's nothing else to do on this map. So it's a lot like, who's losing patience first?
If he moves across now, does he feel he has a force strong enough? But yeah, I think you're right. There's actually no need to. But with the Zeppelin now, perhaps some infrastructure can be taken out for free. Tree does have Nature's Blessing. Finally, is on its way. Oh, could kill some Wisps here. Easy Fog Lightning kills. All right, Observer. Yeah, down there. That's the one. All right, there we go. If the Hunter's Hall falls, that means no more bears, by the way. Of course, if the Ancient of Law falls, that means nothing out of there. And he killed a lot of Wisps already. It's really hard to repair. He's definitely going to lose the one. Colorful out of nowhere, making a nice move happen. Oh, but now the Zeppelin in trouble. He may have to TP out of this. This is very dangerous!
Oh boy, he's still alive. Okay, now he kills the TP out. He kills both production buildings. LawLiet can't go for more bears with the 380 gold. We have 62 supply for LawLiet versus 59. Colorful is not moving his tree, by the way.
Yeah, he's still mining.
Oh yeah, he's still mining with 1,000. That's okay.
So he can make a new Ancient of Lore immediately again. He has the resources for it. May want to make that one at the expansion now. This game has had so many unusual things happening, but we're exactly tight in supply. 2-3 upgrades for LawLiet, by the way.
Okay.
That's a lot.
He invested into something. He had 350 gold. He's about to start mining again. Colorful still 1,000 gold down. Same upgrades here. Oh, 2-2 only. And an Invo Potion. That's nice.
Zeppelin, the MVP so far. For both, kind of. Got Colorful back into this game after it gave a big lead to LawLiet to begin with.
Zeppelin position once again so good. Seeing Colorful's position here. No protection scroll this time, and LawLiet's gold mine is entangled. He does have the Wisp to mine again.
So this is 9 bears. Oh, nice. He's trying to win the mana burn war. But he's a lot lower on mana, so that's unlikely to work.
So LawLiet is mining again. In upkeep, though. 70 supply by Colorful. It's going to be hard for the Korean to hold, but when he wins this, Colorful will not be mining for a long time. Kind of do or die, but Colorful is hitting a good timing.
All the bears here still in a depth to get as much mana for as long as possible as he could.
Tense situation here. Riju working on 2 bears. Upgrades are better. Engine of War is in position. LawLiet or Colorful. This fight will most likely decide the outcome of this game. This game. Huge bear line, but for LawLiet, many of the bears are not attacking, where we have a straight front line for Colorful.
And where are the Wisps? Why is there no Wisps here? That could be so massive.
Demon Hunter is about to fall! Staff out last second! 10 HP for him. But now, damage is lacking for Colorful for sure.
So that's the bears though. That's still quite a bit of damage left. Heal Scroll, the next one coming in for LawLiet. I think that was the last one. Demon for him, also dropping low, copying the damage of a lot of those bears. Of course, evasion makes him pretty tanky. The 2 bear bros in the back healing each other up. This is not going to get cancelled from the Dryad as it seems. Demon with the invul, he'll survive for a little bit longer. And suddenly, the bear masses are great in favor of the Korean with a double kill from that Fog Lightning. He seems to have won this fight handily.
Take care of his Demon Hunter though. Mana burn! Holy shit, 4 HP! That save might have saved him the game in the Naga. Being saved by the Zeppelin, but of course crashes and burns Naga level 5. Still running away. LawLiet with a mass of bears. The Naga of Colorful getting hit by the paws. The Sheep is not blocking at the moment, but the Dryad is hitting. This could be the kill. Is he going for another Zeppelin? He has the 500 gold. Run, Naga, run! The Dryad say no. The Demon Hunter is chasing so hard. He's in range now. Mana burn kill not enough. Zeppelin saves him, and that should be the kill. 27 supply only. Now the Naga of Colorful is in a world of trouble. He uses a Zapper to detonate. If that was worth it, I don't know, but there was certainly good damage. Demon Hunter is back, full HP, huge mana burn. He's kind of blocking there. The Naga is coming back. Zeppelin play by LawLiet, saving it again. The damage is there, and wow, what a play. Level 5 mana burn. The Zeppelin is about to die though. The Naga... Oh boy, the damage is enough, and LawLiet gets it. This must be it. Naga falls as well. GG. Long, slow game, but in the end, what a nice micro move by LawLiet. Smile on his face, tongue out. This is one of the most creative native players, and he in the last seconds showed us why.
Well done. This game took a while to take off and become interesting, but there were a few really cool moves by LawLiet. Smart play. Once he had that game won, he couldn't help but troll a little. He is LawLiet after all, with that Zapper towards the end. But that move with the Zeppelin, also unloading the Naga, waiting for the mana burn animation to come up, and then loading in before the mana burn hits. That was so sick. Well done, but Colorful, he made that a super close game.
Yeah.
I must say, I'm kind of impressed. He took the slight lead early on with the better trades, had a bit more map control thanks to that. But he had a very strong fight in LawLiet's base where it was already looking like, oh shit, this might be
the start
be a
was
quick
really
win.
good of that fight. Really impressive. But this, as I said, it is about patience. And if you fight into an opponent's base, there is the Moonwells, there is the Engine of War, lots of advantages for the defender. Then LawLiet was smart enough to go for the Zeppelin, attack the tree, got a little bit of a goldish, 1,700 gold or so advantage.
A little bit of an advantage?
A little bit.
1,700
I mean, he
gold.
didn't kill the tree. A little bit. Invested that into upgrades real quick, and then we had the 2-3 upgrade advantage for LawLiet against the 2-2 of Colorful. That helped him in the last fight immensely. And I don't know if you saw it, but there was like 4 bears at the south for LawLiet
Yeah,
with
they
one
took
concave.
forever to reach there, though.
It took forever to reach there. He lost a lot of damage, but once they were there,
Yeah.
they killed like one bear after another.
Yeah, they chewed through then. Ancient of War helping a lot there as well. There we can see, in total it was more than 2k apparently. Of course, upkeep is also factored into that one. Strong play by LawLiet. I only could really see one mistake, that was in the first defense at his base. He could have made better use of the Wisp inside the Zeppelin. Could have dropped them better, gotten rid of the Roar better. Still good enough though. But Colorful, man, he shows that he's absolutely a threat here, that he is capable of making this close games. That was the Bear Mirror though. This may have been the last one, hopefully. We're going on to Amazonia next.
Okay, another bear map actually.
Yeah, I know.
Crap. Wide and open space. Also, Zeppelin drop very, very likely with the laboratory right next to the base.
Yes.
I was about to say, like, this was maybe the one bear map where we will see a game like this, and that might be Colorful strong suit, the bear mirror. But I guess the Zeppelins are really what makes LawLiet so strong in the Night of Mirrors. He's using them so creatively, as you saw, as a spy, basically, in Colorful side of the map. Really put to good use, and that's what got him the upper hand.
I think in that department specifically, LawLiet is the best in the world. Making use of Zeppelins in the mirror. Buying time, scouting, using them for Wisp detonates, all kinds of stuff. Something that we see against Keeper a lot especially is like Zeppelin on top of your demon, then you entangle, dispel against the opposing entangle or whatever, and then you redo and you pop him inside the Zeppelin so he can't get dispelled on the redo.
That's so good.
That's also really good use. Didn't see that there. Naga is a better counter against the Zeppelin than the Keeper is because it slows it down and you can focus fire it down more quickly. Should there be a Keeper this time from Colorful, if we go into a Bear Mirror next, Zeppelin could be even more potent for LawLiet.
Yep. I do expect a Keeper a little more than on AI. Just from experience, see how many players play a Keeper on AZ. I don't really know a reason. Like, Night of Mirror is so weird that I don't really know why they do it. Especially, like, attack upgrade against Thorn's Aura. Still makes no sense to me. But yeah, they are the pros, and I leave it to them. It's okay. It works out most of the time.
I think a big reason for why they both went Naga was on AI. You have a tough time creeping. You can't really creep without Ancient of War. On AZ, you can. So for a long time, they were just standing in the middle, and if you don't go for the Naga of your own, you're gonna fall behind. So I think that's what triggered that hero choice on AI. Now we go onto AZ. Might be a little bit more creep intensive. Not as much pressure. Could be a Keeper instead. Colorful here. He's trailing now 0-1, but it was closer than many would have thought. LawLiet from South Korea with the lead now. What are we gonna see? Is it gonna be Bear Mirror again? I kind of got a feeling that it is.
This is Colorful facing the lower bracket. He has the big chance here, but he has to win twice in a row. This is his map choice. This is LawLiet has hands off the keyboard, talking to someone. Okay, well, I mean, Night Elf early game, right? It's no problem to do that.
Hey, he's got 7 wisps queued, everything's fine.
Yeah, I think so too. This is the legendary map of LawLiet versus Yoshishi, where we had basically a situation like in the last game with a lot of stalling, a lot of patience, a lot of like nothing happening actually. And then LawLiet said, okay, you know what? I don't want an open bear fight here. Let's go into chimeras, and he just destroyed him with 4 chimeras against bears, of course. Yeah.
Something that players that are not so well versed in the world of Warcraft 3 keep on asking us in Twitch chat, well, if the other guy has mass bears, why don't you just go chimeras? That is the hard counter. Yes, my friends, that's true, but it takes forever to tech there. Usually if you do that, you die on the way, unless you can buy tons and tons of time with a Zeppelin. But we have only seen it once, and there's a good reason for that, because if your opponent expects it to happen, he can punish you hard for it. So, equal start here between the two. Still no Lightning Shield and Ice, by the way. I'm very proud of the Night Elves so far. I wonder who's going to be the first one to ruin my mood in this tournament.
Super similar to AI is also the 2 mercenary camps in the upper left and bottom right this time, so it's kind of mirrored from AI. The only 2 spots for Vamp Aura, which is once again the big advantage.
Rings once more for the 2 Demon Hunters, and however the gauntlets here for Colorful, that's a bit of an advantage, as opposed to the Mantle. They meet in the middle once again. Are you perhaps going to have the mana burn advantage with that Mantle?
Well, more mana can be burned, so that is more damage on you.
Yeah. But healing it, you can, you know, drop it and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
But seems like the gauntlets are a little bit better. LawLiet once again getting the short end of the stick, has to retreat, has taken more damage. As opposed to AI here, you can creep without Ancient of War, you can go for the trolls in the middle, you can even go for the merchant or the murlocs. The other camps are a little too ambitious, but those smaller ones you can go for. Tier 2 tech should be equal between the 2. I like the Wisp Scout here from LawLiet, seeing if his opponent is healing up in the main, which he is, and if that's the case, then he's safe to creep this. Nice usage of that 1 Wisp, which however will have to be sacrificed.
Alright, so tech timings are of course super important. How many archers we see is super important, because there's a small chance that one of those players goes into mass range, and if we see like 5 archers from one, then we can expect talents instead of bears, which makes this matchup super duper interesting. Cloak of Shadows, not so much. Shop been taken out, at least the Shadow Priest there, and the Circlet.
Yeah, he grabbed that only for the Shadow Priest and took a lot of damage for this. But alright. Trolls now for Colorful as well. LawLiet with a slight experience. He got the Circlet from that. Is he gonna try to get his own Circlet from his own shop now? Then he's gonna be really beefy, but I think that one is being stolen by his opponent. Yeah, Colorful. And he's way healthier. He can steal this camp away from his opponent. Lots of evasion being shown here. And that's what I was talking about. You can creep here with, without Ancient of War. That's what he's doing right now. Close to level 3 with this. He got the big one, but the rest may go to the Korean.
Yes. So, no boots on either side, right? Does it make you sad?
No, in this matchup, boots don't do too much.
Okay.
For once.
4 archers for Colorful, right? Should also be 4 for LawLiet, and then they stop. Engine of War has been used to creep, so not too many archers gets poisoned here. Scout also from Colorful to see the progression, and maybe detect a cheese strat.
Oh, there we go. Level 3. Advantage. Big advantage. He can burn him dry super hard now. That's what he's trying to do. Is that just this one Shadow Priest that he got? Well, I guess the one Shadow Priest plus the Murlocs. And that's that one level that can make such a big difference. If he can damage this Demon Hunter now, perhaps with a Naga, healing up is going to be extremely expensive. It is Naga once again for LawLiet. As I said in the past, he used to play this pretty much exclusively. Keeper has been buffed a lot, actually. Thorn's Aura, no, but Entangle has been.
Yeah.
But doesn't seem to worry LawLiet.
Entangle can be dispelled, of course. Depends on how many Dryads you play. In Bear Mirror. You want as many bears as possible, obviously, so sometimes you go for not too many dryads, and then, oh, if they're out of mana, the entangle can hit you really hard. But of course, there's always the backup plan with wisps to then hit against them.
So the Naga being a tavern hero, of course, came faster, so that's why she gets the experience advantage here. Keeper is going to take a little bit longer. Naga will be level 2 by then, most likely. And I like this. Even if he's taking a worse trade a little bit here, he's putting more damage onto the Demon Hunter who has no mana. It's going to be, again, very expensive to heal up. Can you see the last hit with the archers? No, that is level 2 for the Naga.
LawLiet with the entangle getting caught now, and this is exactly why the Keeper of the Grove is so dangerous, especially in the early mid-game when there's no Dryad or Dryads but no Dispel. So Town Portal lost, Keeper already paid off.
Yeah, and again, Bear Mirror not having a TP can be very dangerous, but also against the Keeper of the Grove. The next entangle, if you're low and in a bad position, may very well kill you. So now LawLiet might be forced into an early invul, which perhaps otherwise he wouldn't want to have to go for. But his Naga is making good progress here, already level 2. But it's not like a Keeper who, like in Bear Mirror on level 3, is extremely strong. Yes, Fog Lightning level 2 isn't bad, but it's not going to be the spell that wins you the game.
So, it's getting closer and closer to bears. But once again, Colorful has the slight upper hand. This one, first Dryads are out, so most likely going to be a lot of creeping here. So, of course, we're going to have to keep an eye out for those items. So far, very tanky Demon Hunter for Colorful. Tanky heroes in Warcraft, of course, not the greatest because you can just avoid them.
Exactly.
Compared to damage-dealing heroes who, of course, can choose their target.
So, this is level 3 for the Naga, right? If she solo creeps this, then certainly. And that could open up a nice timing for him to be aggressive. Keeper of the Grove will be level 2 by then, but certainly not level 3. If LawLiet makes his way across the map south. And that is what I would recommend, because the late game does favor Colorful. He has the better hero for it. Item, what is it? Greater mana? Could be nice. Could be a lot more Fog Lightning, especially against archers, which we still have, is powerful. That is level 2 for the Keeper. And Greater Invul. Oh yeah, that's really nice.
Okay, no Thorns Aura yet. Okay, there we saw it for a blink of an eye. And that is basically a Vamp Aura, but the other way around. If a unit is under effect of this and gets attacked, it throws back a kind of a damage. But LawLiet comes in for the Creep Jack.
Horrible position. Colorful cannot hope to fight here. Fog Lightning coming in. 2 archers almost dead immediately. No Orb of Venom on either side yet, by the way. Kind of surprising me. Alright, he gets away with a black eye here. Nothing has been lost so far for Colorful. Situation salvaged.
Okay, he was really lucky, but I think also LawLiet was not in a position to attack harder there. The army wasn't too great either. His Demon Hunter is not the best with this inventory, as you can see. And once again, we have a Zeppelin and the first Master Bear, so both players have the bear training finished, but Colorful, like, LawLiet can never fight this.
It's 2 bears versus 3. That doesn't bode too well, but he does have the Naga level advantage. Standing on top of a Sentry Ward here. Gets a couple more kills. His demon completely out of mana. This Keeper should be able to use a lot of Entangle, but there is 2 Dryads against that. A little more experience. He forgets the tome. He doesn't appreciate books, Neo.
Same as me. So here we have the fight. Once again, the Concave is a little bit better for Colorful, but the Zeppelin is there to save. But everything is all over the place for LawLiet. He's aiming for a hero focus, but that gets shut down with an Entangle. It's getting a little better now. Steph is there. Fog Lightning was nice, but the Zeppelin control again, superb.
Yeah. And here the Greater Mana could actually be good, because the Naga still has it, could pop it for more. Oh, the Demon, what's he doing? Doesn't he have a save or something? Invul being used, that was the big one. The Medivac is in action and the Demon dies! How could he let that one fall? Couldn't be able to staff him, I guess, because of the Entangle, and suddenly, despite that good fight for LawLiet... Wait a minute, look at the supply. Not looking good, actually. I thought it was, but I was wrong. Gets a couple more exit kills, but only archers. Did he not have an invul on his demon?
I don't know, man. He was under pressure for quite some time already, and then I think his attention was somewhere else. Yeah. So
in that fight also there was a couple of missed micro moves. Like the demon for him was running around the backside, not putting out any damage. Then for a couple of seconds the archers were just looking at the Zeppelin, not firing at all. So a few micro errors from LawLiet. I think though, however, if he doesn't lose the hero, that's still a good fight for him. What was the item? Zoe Mask, I think?
Didn't see it actually. Level 4 for Colorful now. So tank. Level 3. I would love to see level 2 Entangle or level 2 Thornsore, but I guess they are not checking for that. That makes a big difference in the fight.
Level 2 Entangle is really strong now, but it can be dispelled. That's the issue. Of course you can't dispel auras. That one's always going to be really good in the Bear Mirror.
Indeed. So, Engine of Wind, he has enough of this Zeppelin. Last game it didn't really help, right? We haven't... Like, he had the wind, but we haven't seen a Hippogriff.
Did he have a wind?
Yeah.
Oh, didn't see it.
Second attack upgrade for LawLiet already, and that's exactly what I mean. Like, I'm pretty sure... Okay, he's at 1-1, so why not go for the defense upgrade? Of course, the attack upgrades scale with Roar, so it's nice as well, but you take more damage attacking.
And LawLiet feels he can't give up the remainder of the map, doesn't want to give the second Merc Camp to his opponent as well, even without his own first hero. That is very dangerous. Here comes the Zeppelin to the rescue once again, but I don't know that it's going to be good enough. Does he have a TP to get out of this? Otherwise, a lot of his bears might be falling. He does have one staff, so he can save one of these bears. Trying to draw fire with a Zeppelin, want to lose that rather than a bear. Staff? Oh, there's no staff.
Nope. And so Colorful is expanding his advantage.
Doesn't have any staff.
Okay. Yeah, he lost quite a lot, so maybe he couldn't really afford it. So far, Colorful shows why he picked that map. Very, very confident appearance here. Basically up front since the kill of the Demon Hunter in the middle of the game.
And now he's fighting with 6 bears against 3. Even with Moonwell support, that's gonna be a tough task. Demon in front, completely out of mana, so healing for him from Moonwells is gonna be very hard to do. More bears are coming out for LawLiet though. At least the one. I thought he went into upkeep there, but I guess he cancelled something. Back in no upkeep is the Korean. Quite a few resources here, almost 500 gold. 700 lumber. Could detonate some wisps. Something that he neglected to do in the first big engagement.
Yeah, that's true. So, what can bring LawLiet back? The Zeppelin has been exposed and overused. Maybe even the Hippogriff is ready to counter that. He doesn't get that much information from it. Only 1-0 upgrade now for Colorful.
He's at 0-0. Wow.
That's really slow.
So even with Thornsore, he is behind, basically. But he has a lot more bears. A lot more.
Yes.
Well, 2 more, I guess.
Plus the aura. That is an advantage at this stage of the game. Of course, LawLiet is hoping for a fight in his base, but nah, there's no way. What can he do? I mean, even the red spots are so easily crept now.
But he can't engage us, can he? That's gonna be a big disadvantage. Exposing your backside like this, everything's gonna be slammed. No, doesn't go for the red camp. Lures out the Merc camp instead. Again, mass upgrades for LawLiet. 3rd attack upgrade coming in. But now, 58 supply, this is like, they can't. There's no way LawLiet can win a real fight, and he doesn't want to take a real fight. He just wants to be annoying. Weave in and out.
Yeah, to buy time. That's what he needs now. Because Colorful is an upkeep, LawLiet is not. So he's basically gaining money or getting an echo advantage, and then maybe if he saved enough gold, then he can go, but no. This is...
He still doesn't have a staff. LawLiet, what's this?
Where's all this money going? Okay, now he's breaking upkeep. Or before he was.
There's the hippo. Screw your Zeppelin.
Yep, no Zeppelin anymore.
There it is.
And if LawLiet is this one-trick pony in Night of Mirror, then yeah, gets figured out real quick. Here we have the fight. But this is so one-sided. If LawLiet wins this, I don't know what I do. I have to eat something. Oh, hero focus, of course, always an option, but there's Reju. Yeah. And an Involve, I guess.
And now he committed so hard for this kill. Didn't get it. Lost another bear. Couldn't trade it for anything. Down by 8 supply. Better upgrades, yes, but no aura. And the moon juice is looking... it's looking pretty good, actually.
Alright. Could be the 3rd 3-mapper today after 7 2-0s in a row starting into this tournament. 2-2 upgrade now. He's breaking upkeep and then using his golden upgrades.
I think it's 3-2 even, actually.
Oh!
But that's next Mercamp. Next chance for Vamp Aura. That will be such a massive Aura advantage. And it is only the Robe. LawLiet can breathe a sigh of relief. Wisp scouts for the item. Might be able to get the Rock Golem though. Doesn't quite get the surround off. He does have the slow, but the bears, they're slow themselves. Oh, and the Hippo. The scouting.
Is he in time? That's a nice creep though, luring out the granite
Dude!
to the shop, and this is certainly nice. 10 DPS to everything that is around him.
That is gonna add up.
Hell yeah, and the bears will certainly stand around him. We can't just ignore a Demon Hunter.
But he's gonna be kept away from his Moonwells here. This makes this difficult. Does he have to go for a TP to reposition? He's not going to. Going forward with the Demon. This AoE is gonna be massive from the Cloak. Wisp detonating. There's not enough roar here on the blue side, on the Chinese side, I think. Scroll of Healing coming in from him, though. He still had more bears to start off this fight. Demon dropping low for Colorful, microing back his bears. But the Demon for the Korean is moving forward. Invul keeps him alive. Can he save his own hero? TP out from Colorful. The Demon for LawLiet is so low HP.
Whoa, what a save.
Wow.
Everything is red there, man. 3 hurt bears and the Demon Hunter getting rejued up now. 70 supply for Colorful. Still in the lead, but man, that was kind of close. If he gets one of those heroes, the fight is LawLiet's to take.
Was very close to losing his own Demon Hunter. Again, I might add. Lost him earlier. So, with that Hippo still up in the air, I guess LawLiet can't hope for any fancy Zeppelin plays. Colorful, we see it, still has the massive supply lead. Is he aware of that himself? Well, massive is the wrong word, but he's 7 supply ahead. In the mirror, that's certainly quite a lot.
I would say the quality of the bears makes up for the quantity, but then there's the Keeper Aura that turns it around again.
And he is catching up on upgrades. The second attack upgrade should be finished soon for Colorful. At the shop.
Demon Hunter close to 5.
Oh yeah, he's like an entire level ahead.
Yes. And again, goes to the shop, invests his money into heal scrolls and invols.
So many bears.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Can he somehow find a position where these bears, like some of these bears, can't attack? That's like the goal for LawLiet now.
It's difficult. It's like it's AZ. There's no chokes.
And again, it's about patience.
Lots of wisps. Those could be the X factor. If they don't have roar, doesn't matter if there's 2 or 3.
Yeah,
more.
we saw it in the fight before. Like when the detonates are there and roar is not reapplied, this makes such a big difference.
But he knows about this now. Hippo still giving the info. Level 4 would be so nice for the Demon for LawLiet. More evasion, more tankiness to have uptime for that Cloak. Still no invul for him.
LawLiet is actually ahead in supply now because Colorful invested into upgrades and invuls. We sees the Keeper who's reaching around. But he knew with the vision of the Hippo. Which is basically the new Zeppelin from AI. Here we go though.
There's no roar on the right side. Comes in a little bit late. Wisp moving forward. They are on both sides. Even Scroll of Protection for the Korean. Level 5 for this Demon Hunter. LawLiet still doesn't have his. And his Demon is in a bad position. This Cloak of Flames is doing barely anything. Micro back from his bears. Well done. They're all hurt. Does he have some Scrolls of Healing? He would love to kill for some right now, but he doesn't have any. And the front line is crumbling for LawLiet.
Plummeting in supply, another Entangle kills the next bear. He was at 70, he's now down to 53. And there's more kills here happening as it seems. Dryad coming in with the slow redo. Yeah, might save him. Nope, actually. And this was like 6 bears killed in a blink of an eye. Colorful is marching forward. Colorful wants the deciding game 3.
Yeah, much better concave in that fight as well for Colorful. Along with all the other advantages that he had. And this time he brought his own wisps. The Cloak looked nice. It did quite a lot earlier, but now he's entangled, he's getting attacked. He still doesn't... Oh, he does have a staff now, excuse me. But now the Naga in a bad position. She gets back to the Moonwells, but we don't have much juice left. Now a lot of these bears can't attack for Colorful. Can LawLiet mount a last big defense here? Everything's low. Mana potion for more Fog Lightning. The bears are dropping really low HP indeed. Everything is extremely red. We need some Scrolls of Healing. Medic, help me please. Good micro from Colorful as well. Saving 4 of those bears towards the back. More reach potion coming in. The demon in trouble. Is there going to be another staff or is it on cooldown? It's on cooldown! And the potion wasn't quick enough, so the first hero of LawLiet dies. That must be the GG. It's 21 supply only. He has nothing left.
3 times the food for Colorful now compared to LawLiet. He was trying to get the potion just a little bit too late, but I don't think it would make a difference. There must be so many hurt bears in Colorful's base, man.
They sent out the Dryads trying to pick him off, but that didn't seem to work. One more kill. Level 5 keeper.
Yeah, man.
My goodness.
GG. That's a 2-level difference on the Demon Hunter. This is absolutely ridiculous. LawLiet was still level 3. Way more kills. After the first Entangle, Colorful had the lead. And he never gave it up. Just expanded it with a lot of bears. And again, kind of greedy, but on this map a good choice. Breaking upkeep earlier and taking the fight and win that fight then.
LawLiet had a chance there to grab actually the lead in that game with that nice creepjack at the Merc camp. He had so much mana for Forked Lightning if he had been able to use that better. But he made a few mistakes there. Demon Hunter didn't have much damage uptime. Archers were staring at the Zeppelin instead of fighting. Couple of weird mistakes, couple of misclicks perhaps.
But Colorful also adapting well to the Zeppelin play that LawLiet was aiming for again. Like there was an earlier hippo, he took him out earlier.
But you can only do that, I think, when you're at a lead. Like that takes around 300 gold to go for the hippo, and it takes up 2 supply. If it's a dead even bear mirror game, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, or it's like a Hail Mary play. But that wasn't really necessary. Maybe the Zeppelin came a little bit too early for LawLiet this time. Since it worked so well on AI, he wanted to go for it again. Missed the Medivac, but
yeah.
It worked this time.
If he had an invul, I think that would have been a lot more useful, or maybe a scroll of healing. But he likes the Zeppelin. Zeppelin, Naga, that's his thing in the bear mirror. We've had 2 bear mirrors now, which I really didn't think was going to happen. But it did. Our third map, depending on what that is, may change this. What does LawLiet pick?
17 kills more for Colorful in a bear mirror. That's just massive. You saw the difference at the end, and yeah, 3 levels ahead on the heroes. That's just sick. So, third day, third group, third time we go into the third map. Who will join Infi 120 Linnet Moon in the playoffs? LawLiet or Colorful? It would be such a huge thing for Colorful. That might be not his only chance, but certainly his best shot now.
Only 1 map away. Oh my god. Thank God I'm not a betting man, because I would have lost so much money.
Yes, today is the group of upsets,
dude.
Today is the group of upsets, and it wouldn't be too surprising if Colorful goes all the way now here today. What do we have? Ench, we had that.
Terranastan.
Alright,
that used to be one of the prime bear maps. It's the new Terranas, though. What's up with the new Terranas?
That's good question. I haven't seen a Knight of Mirror on this map, I think.
There's still the laboratory has been repositioned, but it's still close to your opponent's main.
Yeah.
Or your main, I guess, depending on how you want to see it. Creep camps, we have a lot of big ones. They're far spread out, so creeping them with Ancient of War is difficult. That usually indicates that bears might be a better idea, because with bears you can, of course, creep anything. So this might be 3 out of 3. Good old European-style bear mirror.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a while. Most of the time we see 1 bear mirror maybe in a set, then someone's going for range, either behind Engines of Wars or with talents or whatever. So they do mix it up, but I guess both of them, unfortunately, the entertainment factor, are... Oh, I love the bear mirror. LawLiet especially. For quite a long time I haven't seen him play range.
Yeah, Foggy, a couple of days ago, told me that he doesn't like bear mirror so much anymore, aside from very few maps where he still thinks it's better. It seems like nowadays he favors the range play more. Moon, another one of those players. Remind, another one of those players.
Yeah, it's more aggressive in general, I think. Playing with talents, you have this clock ticking, because at one point bears will be stronger, or they're mountain giants then backing that up. And if there's 2-3 mountain giants, then talents of course don't do anything anymore. Gonna be interesting what we will see here.
So players are getting ready. Is Colorful really gonna make it through in first place?
That would be like
1-0, and Lin must be thinking, please, please, please do it.
yeah, Lin. No, Moon, right? Moon was second. Moon and 1-0.
But 1-0 is first. Lin's first.
Ah, yeah.
Ah, yeah, right. Then they won LawLiet.
Yeah. So Infi and
Mix that up.
Infi and Moon.
Exactly. Yeah, it's Infi and Moon.
Yeah, hoping for Colorful to win this now because
First out of
the
Group
winner
C.
of a group will meet a runner-up of the group.
I hope we have a drawing again by
We do
Tolkien. Like he's
on
there.
Friday.
He's there with little balls and then wait.
I don't think it will be Tolkien since he had a lot of issues with the lottery balls last time. You know, and he couldn't.
Oh, I remember you wanted to do it.
Me?
Yeah, you said you wanted to do it.
No.
Yeah, you did.
Nobody.
I don't think on stream, but at another point, you felt like this honor should belong to me.
You make me look so arrogant now.
No, it's because of your good looks. You know, you need someone attractive to do that thing. I think that's how they do it usually with sports and stuff.
So they should pick me.
Yeah, we put a little bit more makeup on you.
I have so much fun here in China, guys.
Eyeliner, some.
Please get me out of here. Please send someone.
I think you could do a good job, man.
I would do an amazing job if I
After you can
draw
spin the
groups,
wheel, maybe. You know.
If I draw groups, they're always amazing. Have a good run.
Draw groups.
I actually streamed how I did the random draw, but okay. Of course you won't listen. Of course you won't know that. Let's get ready. Map 3, deciding map is Terranas Stand. It was the deciding map for LawLiet against TH. Is this his good luck map? Does he feel home already after 3 months? He's starting in the upper left, but Colorful in the bottom right. It is a surprise that both of these players are standing here in the winner bracket final. It's actually a surprise that it's 1-1. But yeah, today is crazy. Like today is everything's just changed. Upside down day.
The upside down. This is a scary place, Neo. It's really scary. Do you think TH might actually lose later? That would be absolutely unbelievable. The champion of last season, not making it out of the group. Well, that's what happened to 1-0, but that will be
kind of a tradition, I was about to say.
But that will be a story for later. For now, we focus on this game here. It's our decision in map number 3. Who makes it through in first place? We have a standard opening once again. No Potom, no Hunts, no expansion play. Demon Hunter first, followed up by Archers, and then what? Bears, yes or no? As we said earlier, Terranas used to be a very prevalent bear map. You see it in Jera Cup all of the time. And I think not enough has changed for that to have changed. As again, there's a lot of creep camps which you are very eager to grab up. So many powerful items to find on Terranas, especially nowadays. And doing that without with only Ancient of War creeping is very hard to do. And of course, when you go talents, you can't creep with only your units, take too much damage, too dangerous, creep jacks, and all that. We started with a Merc Camp first. That's extremely nice here on the new Terranas.
You know what's always good? Like, move your microphone away from your mouth and then talk.
Dude, I know. But you know how much my ear's itching?
Yeah, I feel you.
You probably smeared something on my ear tonight.
Me? Yeah, you don't know what. You don't want to know what. Once again, if you tune in late, Colorful is only a replacement for Romantic, who was banned from GCS competition for we don't really know why. So this would be a miracle, like a little bit of a Cinderella story for the Night Elf that we know for quite a few years, but never had the big breakthrough we thought in 2016. Okay, there's a big battle between Life and Colorful for the spot of Chinese top Night Elf, but then it was very fast, very obvious that that's gonna be Life, and Colorful fell behind a bit. LawLiet, of course, has been around for a long time with his clan A1. Big breakthrough was 2015 WCA when he reintroduced the Warden to the Night Elf matchup versus Human. Also showed a lot of entertaining Night Elf mirrors. And then after a silver and bronze medal at WCA, he fell off a little as well. Didn't qualify for a lot of GCSs, but since last time, he's back.
So the two demons here meet in the middle, both with a greater invul. That one's very good, but only double cloaks for LawLiet. That's not going to help with trading. And here already I feel like, oh, LawLiet, are you becoming a little bit too cute? Are you trying to make use of the Shadow Meld? Well, when honestly, it's not going to do anything. Shadow Priest is getting burned as well, and now the demon's out of mana. This has become more of an issue with the Night Elves with the new patch. Mana burn costing more mana now to use than in the past. And now with the creep's help at the Cloak of Shadows. I thought for a second maybe the demon was going to be surrounded there. Keeps on being annoying. But he, once again, for the third game in a row in the early game, has the worst trade, is lower HP. He still gets the item here, and Jesus Christ, is he unlucky with this item.
For the third time, right, that he opens up with a Ring of Protection. Nice block from Colorful. Keeps on blocking,
Wow.
keeps on damaging, keeps on blocking. Wow, that was really good.
Damn.
And now he will lose so much Moon Juice, LawLiet.
Yeah, this block was actually amazing. That was so good. He's not going to be forced into a Telestaff or whatever at the opponent's shop to get back to the Moonwells, but he's going to give up this item, certainly. Can he maybe get the last hit? That would be good. He can. Well done.
Wow! The plays from these two players here at the start of Terrana's stand. Pretty amazing. And now a little bit of free damage, so that costs a lot more Moon Juice as well. But the Slippers of Agility, so good for Colorful in the early.
Yeah, he's definitely going to have the upper hand with trading. The Ring of Protection, I mean, it's not horrible, don't get me wrong, but it's could be better.
In one-on-one trades, it's pretty good.
Yeah, but still claws a little bit better. So, where do we go off to next? Still lots of great items to grab up, and LawLiet here, for once, doesn't go Naga, but instead goes Keeper, but it's a Bear Mirror Freydom again.
Yeah, looks like it. We don't have too many archers here. Keeper of the Grove for both players, actually. So now it's a lot, like, it's super interesting who levels the Keeper faster. And will they go for Entangle 2? Now it's buffed. Or will they go for, oh nice, will they go for Thorns Aura 2? This Demon Hunter doesn't have the best damage items, but it's still enough to knock down this Ancient of Lore. And with that, Dryad's Elate, Bear's Elate.
Has a Telestaff here to get out as well, but this could still be a TP forced. If he surrounds him in the base and can then entangle him during the Telestaff.
Oh.
Greater invul used for this?
Okay.
For one lore cancel. Yeah, and he's gonna have to use the TP.
Yeah, yeah.
He's not gonna get out with a Telestaff.
Can he burn again? He can burn again, so now there's no Entangle.
Oh,
but he can use Moon Juice.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, is that worth it? What's he doing? Why is he entangling now? Now he can staff out. Wow, that was a big mistake.
That was a mistake, and maybe that's what I was thinking. Like, if there's an unexperienced player in tense situations, you want to pressure him, to make him nervous, to make him do mistakes. And that's exactly what happened here. Like, LawLiet right in his face, got the first achievement with the Ancient of Lore cancel, and then he stayed there. Big investment with the big invul, of course. But in the end, Colorful got a little impatient, did that mistake, and now the Korean is ahead.
Yeah, especially with the second hero. Such a jump start. Level 2 after the natural creep and a Tome of Experience to go with that as well. Very, very nice indeed. And he found a Wand of the Wind, which, preventing a well-timed staff, for example, can decide a game. Hellstone for the Demon Hunter here, and the Rune Braces as well. What's LawLiet's Demon doing here? I guess he really wants to get rid of this Town Portal that he has, but once again he makes it away.
Yeah, this didn't work, but yeah, losing the Ancient of Lore twice, that cost him a lot of time. And that's, like, he plays it a little bit like an Orc plays with a Blade Master, like keeping the demon away, so solo level with the Keeper of the Grove, so he should have a big experience advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. He's gonna be on level 3 here very soon. Level 3 also for the demon. Ring plus 3, I think it was. Lots of 3s here involved over the last couple of seconds. One of Lightning Shield, by the way, can be sick if there's no dispel. And he sells it. I really expected him to keep it. LawLiet is usually a guy who always tries to go for these flashy plays, but now when it goes down to the wire in game number 3, maybe he's trying to stick with what's reliable.
Okay, yeah. Level 3 Demon Hunter, still well equipped. He still has the big invul that LawLiet used earlier. Would love to know the state of the tier 3 tech, as it is, of course, bears again. We do have Reju at least. Oh, almost master finished, and the spell. So LawLiet should be in a good position now.
This camp's gonna be level 3 for him. And then, is he gonna be moving across? He would have the experience and level advantage. Item here. Nice. Time to move away, Observer. I like that.
No Thornzora yet for Colorful. And there's almost level 3. Or is it? Yeah, okay, there is level 3 for LawLiet. So that's a massive advantage. Could be 2 levels of Thornzora in favor of LawLiet.
Yeah. Colorful definitely can't fight right now. What's he doing? Dude, don't want to be here. And it is Boots of Quel'Thalas.
Oh boy. Plus damage, plus attack speed, plus armor. All that good stuff.
Right, he has a massive disadvantage with the Keeper. Can the Ancient of War only make up for it? He doesn't even have more bears. Both players at the moment with 1. And in fact, exactly the same army between the two, right? No units have died so far, so I guess it should be the same.
Colorful a little ahead in supply, maybe 1 Dryad or something.
Moving into a bad position here, opening himself up to a Creep Jack. He's gonna get the item from the High Priest and the level up, and that is a Claws +9 plus the Thornzora, so big upgrades for him. Maybe forced into a TP here though after this with the bad positioning for him. Keeper
staff
already low.
TP. Oh, Wind of the Wind! That's a lot more damage. The Demon Hunter is kind of surrounded. He gets the bear there. LawLiet staffs out his Demon Hunter. Is there something on the Keeper? A teleport or something? Otherwise he can't get out anymore.
And Colorful's turning this around.
Yeah.
He's gonna kill the first bear here. He still has his ones alive, and that one isn't gonna die either. Wow.
Not even has to use the town portal. Getting the kill almost. Dryad reaches again.
Oh, and the polymorph from the creep camp against his next bear.
Oh, this is a disaster for LawLiet. The Keeper of the Grove is losing some HP as well.
That's why this fight went so bad for him. This bear was missing all the time.
True.
Still, both players around 50, but this was the fight that got Colorful back into this. But now he's gonna lose his own bear.
Okay. Back to normal. 50 supply versus 44. Man, there are so many tight creep jacks here where I think that, okay, he's gonna lose a lot, and then they do something and they turn it around.
I think that Ancient of War triggered or ate up a lot of aggro from the A-click as well. I'm not quite certain if it did. Mark of the Claw coming out. He has his own Ancient of War here now. Gonna lure out the Dark Wizard as well. Where's the Polymorphs gonna fly? Dryads are pretty low mana here for LawLiet. Not infinite dispel.
So funny that Polymorph is actually a thing. Ancient of War down, that won't help.
Almost level 4 Demon here. Gonna be a big upgrade. There's the Polymorph again. Where'd it go? On to Colorful side. He should have the mana for a Dispel. Here's an Entangle again. Now he needs to Dispel 2 things. He gets rid of the Berserker. Level 4 for the Demon. Staff out. Saves his 1 bear, but the other one is still a sheep.
Demon Hunter's getting attacked though. He needs to be staffed out soonish, I guess. Oh my god, so much damage on that bear. Will he die? Yeah, he's blocking himself a little bit. So that's a guaranteed kill most likely. Yeah, Reju helps him actually.
He's just clicking on the Keeper with everything that he has, but he doesn't get the kill, so Colorful gets away with that one, but the Demon almost finds himself in a surround here. Healing Potion is on the light side, will use it here. Greater Healing, Healthstone it was forced out of Colorful. More bears here certainly in this battle for the Korean, but only a few more, but he's going to get another one, especially the ranged army here, greatly in favor of LawLiet. He seems to be winning this battle. Is this his ticket into the playoffs? 2 of his bears are low.
Here
what
we
about
go.
the Keeper? TP? Of course, can't get cancelled.
Man, that level 4 is such a big level up now as well. He gets the big Ogre Magi for the consumable most likely. Even kills the Archer to be able to get another bear out. That was a long battle for that Dark Wizard, but the Korean gets it in the end. Has the supply lead a little bit, has the hero lead again. And of course the Town Portal lost as well.
So, what's the big consumable here? Greater Healing, Greater Invul.
Colorful, what can he do? How can he get back? Would love to see the upgrades, if that's maybe a factor that can help him. But the hero levels are really biting him up the ass here. What a missed chance, I don't know.
Is he level 3 Keeper by now?
I'm pretty sure he is.
Because he kind of needs that, at least. And he found Greater Invul. Very nice. Close to level 5 as well on his Demon Hunter.
Yeah, 4.6. I mean, Colorful is so far away. It's like almost an entire level. Both creeping right next to each other, preparing for that. Oh, he only level 3 now. Major hero lead for the Korean. There is a heal spell for him as well. He sent the Keeper back and an Invul on the hero. Very well equipped. Nobody is breaking upkeep yet, I guess. No, looks like 50. And this time it's Colorful with the Zeppelin.
To get back home safely, though, apparently. Not to be aggressive. Ancient of Wind from him. He's expecting some Zeppelin shenanigans as well, I suppose. These hero levels for LawLiet. So good. He only needs one more fight with a couple of kills, and he's going to be 5-5. Don't think he can find it on the creeps on the rest of the map.
What could be Colorful's solution to seize this big opportunity that not he was given, that he earned himself with his big win over Focus earlier today that nobody expected? I talked to Ugri yesterday and I thought, dude, watch out, it's gonna be closer than everybody expects. He was like, oh, come on, he's tourist, you know.
If only he had listened.
You know, these old men, they never listen anymore.
Is it gonna be the rare sight of a Demon Hunter with the clarity here? They're both back home. Mass upgrades once again.
Yeah, third attack upgrade coming for LawLiet.
Did he like see the Zeppelin? Looks like he's really afraid of a Zeppelin drop.
Yeah.
And there it is.
And rightfully so. I mean, can get a few more mercenaries maybe? Or he has no space in the Zep. 1,000 gold for LawLiet as well. Expansion over breaking upkeep.
Has his own Zeppelin here, but there's a Hippo.
Airships in the night passing each other. Oh, nice scouting by Colorful, really. Just a few seconds after he set it up. Ooh, another Hippo. Is it enough damage?
He has double orb.
I like that. That's a
Keeper and
lot of damage over time. So, LawLiet opening up 2 points of attack for Colorful, expansion and main. At the moment, he's defending a lot at his expansion, but here is the entire army of Colorful. He wants to shut down this expansion. There is Roar, no Master Bears for LawLiet, and also no Roar. Mark of the Claw is ready, but he's not using it. Amazing concave for Colorful at the south here. He should be easily able to win that fight, but what about the heroes? His Keeper of the Grove is hurt. Where is the Demon Hunter for LawLiet? Coming in only now.
Yeah, so late. This was the perfect opening for Colorful. Was it good enough? The Zeppelin gets away just barely, and somehow LawLiet can still hold here. Gets rid of another Dryad. No more Dryads now for the Chinese, but crash and burn. Does he have a TP to get out? He needs one. He doesn't have one. How can you not have a TP with this?
Hindenburg style. Everything is falling. All the bears low. This is LawLiet in the quarterfinals again for the second time in a row. Last time he fell to Czech, but this should all change this time. A major surprise seeing him here. Colorful. He held on for such a long time, doing a good performance. He has another shot. He will face either TH or Focus later today. We continue soon with the lower bracket semi-final. But man, that was closer than expected, and mass props to Colorful. This 23-year-old, I don't want to call him nobody because we know him for quite a bit, but overperforming for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Putting up a great fight against both the Koreans here. Was really close actually to making it through in first place in Group C. How crazy that would have been. Now, he has played so well, he has impressed so many people. The sad thing is, it still may all be fruitless efforts. Because he drops down to the low bracket now, and if he loses again, he will not make it out of the groups.
Yeah.
I guess the spotlight has been put on him. He put it on himself with a performance like this. But in the end, it may not, if you want to be sarcastic, do anything.
Well, we have seen so many surprises here today that you could expect Focus to win over TH now. I mean, the numbers are speaking against it. We all know that TH is the big favorite, but maybe Focus has some tricks up his sleeve that he came up with in the past couple of days, so that he knows what that TH. Yeah, he does know that TH is beatable today. LawLiet showed him. I mean, different race, but maybe a Wyvern opening, maybe a Farseer. There are different openings for Orc now that he may use. But yeah, good thing for LawLiet. 5th player in the playoffs. Colorful will still have a second chance.
Yeah, lots of bears this game. Really wasn't expecting this. Normally we see so many talents nowadays. But these two stick with the, is it old school? I don't know. We saw some cool moves with some Zeppelins, especially AI seemed to be very, very well executed by LawLiet.
Signature Zeppelin LawLiet play.
Yeah. Kind of, also I feel like the right call in the last game then to move away from that. You were already pointing at it in game number 2. Perhaps overusing it a little and then going, you know, more conservative, more reliable, less flashy. Keeper creeping, high levels.
The keeper creeping really like one of the main things on map 3, where he had like 2 level advantage at one point. In a keeper battle, you cannot allow that. Yeah. So, highlights of the games. LawLiet taking map 1 after losing the first fight pretty clearly. Then the good Zeppelin, like 2 good Zeppelin drops against the Entangled Goldmine. And that kind of saved him the game there. Even though Colorful destroyed his production buildings.
Yeah. That good Zeppelin drop there made it very close once again here. That was the deciding fight. The Bears took a long time to reach, but once that southern flank did come in, it chewed through that end of Colorful's army. Hopefully we're going to have the flashy plays as well in a moment with the Zeppelin. That was so cool.
Well, that's already the NT. And yeah, there you can see in the south how the Bears will eat like from the ground up. 2 Bears are attacking 1. And then, of course, the outcome is obvious. Now it's 4 Bears attacking 1. And that's like always the moment where the Bear fights turn around and where the Bear fights are decided.
And the 2 Bear bros in the back. This was the fight where LawLiet could have grabbed the advantage, perhaps. Can we see it here? The archers looking at the Zeppelin. Oh, there it is. Check it out. What's going on up there? A little bit of uptime missed. LawLiet was in a dire situation there. Had to, you know, win that game pretty quickly. Tried for some hero kills as well, as we saw here. Didn't quite work. That Cloak of Flames looked really cool, but it wasn't quite good enough.
Well, the first fight it was pretty good. There, of course, the position...
The concave is so glorious.
It is. Like, he had very good concaves, also on Terranas at the end. But again, Terranas deciding the series for LawLiet, right? 2nd time in a row.
Seems to be treating him well, the new Terranas.
Yep. And there, everything was so over. Holy shit, was that...
But check out how everything goes down red. Oh my god, everything's so close to dying.
It's like 10 bears with a max of 1000 HP or so. Really cool to see. If there's a blizzard now, man, it gets a pentakill or so.
One shockwave.
Yeah. And there, the end on Terranas stand, where...
Kind of crazy how LawLiet was able to stay in this for so long. He's like behind, what, 2 bears with a disadvantage of roar.
And he's a Demon Hunter down, by the way.
But the Demon Hunter came in just barely in time. And I thought Colorful had a good attack there, but didn't bring the TP.
Next game, as you will see soon. Focus versus TH. The world champ is facing elimination. Will he drop as he did in 2015 at the first GCS or not? We go into a little break, 7 minutes 50. I hope you have the time and stay with us. It's going to be glorious. 2 more sets here today. See you in a bit.